What's going on, guys? Chunky back here on my channel for a review of Star Wars Battlefront 2. Now, I'm sure you've heard about all the controversy about EA and all the microtransactions bullshit, so I'll try and remain as free from that as possible. However, I make no promises as it's a big part of the multiplayer experience. With that said, let's get straight into it. Now, Star Wars Battlefront 2 is the second iteration in this new Battlefront franchise, and for the most part, it's good. I like the first one, bar an expensive season pass. The first one was really good, really faithful to the original trilogy. It looked fantastic. It played just as good, and it was overall a really good Star Wars experience. So the second one is around, and they've promised a lot. So they basically tried to scrap the whole season pass thing and give us all this free content, all the maps and upcoming heroes and weapons. It's all going to be free. Now, before I go any further, I will leave it at that. So firstly, this game is split up into 3 segments. It's got the campaign, your multiplayer, and your arcade. Now, I'm going to get the arcade out of the way. The arcade is a fun little way to experience little missions and mechanics in your own kind of, on your couch, single player style. So really, it's not that interesting as far as I'm concerned. I really want to talk about the campaign and the multiplayer. So firstly, the campaign, it's a brand new addition to the Star Wars Battlefront franchise, to this particular franchise, and it covers the main character, Iden Versio. Now, she is a commander for the Empire at the end of Star Wars Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, and basically we just get to witness what happened in between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. It's really interesting to see things from the other perspective. However, Iden Versio is a really good character. She's actually quite fleshed out for the time that we have with her. We kind of get split up. It covers a whole lot of heroes like Luke Skywalker and Han Solo and all these other characters, but I really wanted more time with Versio. I thought that she was an interesting character, and I thought the story could have just revolved around her, and we just didn't get enough time with her. As much as a negative as that is, the campaign isn't really that long. It clocks in at about 6 to 7 hours, depending on how much you want to flesh it out, find all these collectibles and stuff like that. So it's not really overly long. However, it's okay. It's a good way of getting you introduced to the mechanics. It's varied with a lot of shooting missions, a lot of flying missions, and vehicle missions. So for that part, it's okay. It doesn't blow my mind. It's not like a premier Star Wars story. It's canon now, so it does count in the the main Star Wars storyline. But I wouldn't really go out of my way to play it. If I were to buy Battlefront, I'll be buying it for the multiplayer experience. Now, with that said, the multiplayer experience. Now, you've got your everything is mechanics-wise, aesthetically, the modes are great. Galactic Assault is more or less a new addition. It's more of a smaller, condensed version of Galactic Conquest. The pace is a little bit better. It's not as big, even though it's still huge. You've still got your kind of old Blast, Strike, all those kind of modes. However, it's not that I really want to talk about. All that is definitely functional. It's varied. Personally, play Galactic Assault, in my opinion. If you want to get a bit of practice, play Blast. It's more the standard team deathmatch. However, the experience is, I really need to talk about this the way I need to. And, sorry if I offend anyone. The progression system is fucked. It's just fucked. They really ruined it. And like I said, I've already spoken about this before, but to put it really simplistically, EA have tried to fix the issue by bringing down the price of unlockable heroes and abilities and stuff like that. However, the system is still based around loot crates. It's still based around randomized progression, and it's just really hard to progress on your terms. And even if you want to, it just takes an abnormally long time. You got to clock in like 1,000 hours worth of time to progress, to the fullest of what the game allows. I just think that's too much. You're not really having fun. The game just makes everything too hard. Basically, to put it into perspective, they've discontinued, or not discontinued, they've temporarily stopped the microtransaction portion, the crystals currency, which you can buy with real money to use to buy loot crates and stuff like that. But even then, you're just left with overly hard kind of unlocks. It's too hard to unlock shit. You need too much credit. You need to fork out too much time. And even when you buy the loot boxes, it's all random. So if you play the assault class, for example, you really want to progress your assault class. You want to level up there, get some new weapons and whatnot, and new abilities and cards. So cards are assigned as perks. pretty much they're all given to you at random. So you could be playing as a soul class, but you can get cards for your specialist class, which you never use. You know, there's no way to progress. Sure, you can buy it, but it's exactly what the system is trying to do. It's trying to make things frustrating so that you want to fork out money to make it easier for yourself. But at the moment, you can't do that, and you can't make it any easier to progress. So you're kind of stuck in the middle, and the progression system is just fucked. It's honestly broken. It's just shit. It's one of the worst progression systems I've ever seen in a game. And I hope that they fix it. And to be honest, I hope that they get rid of the microtransactions altogether. And if they want to keep it around, make it purely cosmetic, because I can't deal with this bullshit. The progression system really makes multiplayer a heavily flawed experience. But I do have hope in this game, because overall, you know, with the package as a whole, it is fun. The mechanics are very functional. It looks great. The maps are varied. You know, there is a good weapon variety. There's a lot of heroes. There's more of what you loved in the first one, if you loved it. So for that, I can't really hate on it. But the progression system is definitely holding this game down from greatness. This game is good. I would say borderline great, but it just doesn't hit that. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so to be honest, I would give it a solid play. But if you are just a casual fan, a fan of shooters, you're more of that kind of general market, it's just an okay play, because the progression system is that bad. Call of Duty World War II does progression. You know, it has the loot boxes and stuff like that, but it does progression much better. It's not based on microtransactions. And the progression is a lot more specialized to how you want to progress. So I can't really recommend this game. I can only recommend it at the moment to hardcore Star Wars fans. You will love it for what it is, but the microtransactions and the progression system are fucked beyond belief. And please, EA, fix them. Give the consumers what they want, because if you don't, you're going to lose a lot more than you bargained for. With that said, guys, that's it from me today. Thank you for stopping by. If you liked the video, please leave a like down below. If you've played Battlefront or have an opinion on the controversy as of late, please comment down below. Tell me what you think. And overall, guys, please subscribe. Join that journey to 100 subscribers. We're almost there. So thank you very much once again, guys. This has been Chunky. Thanks for stopping by my world, and I'll see you soon. Take care, guys.